Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to pw.live. Please confirm whether audio and video is clear. Priyadarshini, Diya Chowdhury, Mohit, Devsu. Classes related queries, please don't ask me. I am not the manager or owner of PW. Please, that you should be asking to the your mentor or to the students team. Please reach out there and ask. So please reach out there and ask. I don't have the schedule or this thing with me. All right. Good evening, Azad, Muskan, Nirupama, Sharvari, Zoya, Shivu, Kajal, Bhagyashri, Nirupama, Nandi, Bannama, Kuldeep, Rajdurga, Aritra. All right, people. So let us look at the topics, whatever we are going to handle today. Just a minute. All right. From public administration, we have Supreme Court ex post facto on environment clearance, use of pellet guns for crowd control and police conduct, fast track courts performance, police use of force and institutional attitudes in India, weakening local governance, West Bengal. From environment or geography, we have cloud bursts, paddy and GHG emissions. From health, we have liver, alanine amino transferase. From general topic, we have research and development expenditure. From science and tech, we have electromagnets as an alternative to rare earth permanent magnets in electric motors. Bit chat. From society, we have youth employment and the shortage of quality jobs in India. Education and suicides. Economy, we have national investment policy on urea. International relations, we have China and AI. So you can clearly see a wide variety of topics and a wide list of topics, not to mention the short topics also what I have inserted in between. PDF is available in the description. Please download it. So let us see now. Supreme Court ex post facto on environment clearance. Some of my old students will be remembering this. That is, I had told you, environment clearance is something you should generally take before you start any project. Got the point here? Environment is something where environmental clearance, even before you start any infrastructure project, a development project, anything, you are supposed to get the environmental clearance to assure that there will be no environmental damage. This is the original rule or law. But what happened? Many projects, they actually got completed even before environmental clearance they had acquired. That means even they did not get any environmental clearance. They started the project. They continued with the construction. They completed the project also. So Supreme Court later went on to, and these projects, even more crazy thing what they did was, they got the environmental clearance later. All right, they got the environmental clearance later. Now, this environmental clearance came later. Is it legal or not? Actually, no. Because like I told you, environmental clearance is something which you are supposed to be taking before the start. You are supposed to get the EC, not after completion. This is wrong. Many projects actually did that. They actually went on to get their environmental clearance after the project got completed. And Supreme Court, what did Supreme Court say? Supreme Court said cancel all the projects. Cancel all the projects. Is it possible that once the construction, everything is over, let us say it is a hospital. Now the Supreme Court is telling your environmental clearance came after the project was over. So sorry, we cannot actually allow your project. Come on, destroy the building and destroy the hospital. Is it practical? No. So what is the latest ruling of Supreme Court that has come out? Supreme Court said, first of all, giving environmental clearances just like this. after a project is complete, environmental clearance have been given. Just because it is completed, that itself is illegal. Environmental clearance cannot be given simply by an administrative order. Administrative order means it is not even a government order. Administration is deciding. Administration means what? At a departmental level. At the departmental level, they are deciding this. That, okay, we will give you clearance now. That is not how things are supposed to be. You are supposed to follow the proper procedure. And Supreme Court also went on record to say that for some projects alone, we will allow post environmental clearance, not for all. So let us see this now. Environmental Clearance Notification 2006 established mandatory requirement. A mandatory requirement for obtaining prior environmental clearance before the commencement of specified project. The 2021 Office Memorandum created a continuing mechanism for granting environmental clearance to projects that had commenced without obtaining prior environmental clearance. Office Memorandum. Office Memorandum means what? From the office you are issuing an order. Not from the government by notification and all like this. Not coming from the ministry. This is just from the office. That is from a department. I need environmental clearance. Simply go and say, I started my project. Please give me environmental clearance. They will give it to me. Got the picture here? Supreme Court judgment. Supreme Court quashed the 2021 Office Memorandum granting ex post facto environmental clearances with prospective effect. Prospective effect means what? After the project has started. That is what it means. Then what the Supreme Court has said regarding this? This is the ruling. The court observed that the 2021 Office Memorandum promoted a pollute and then pay approach instead of the principle of sustainable development. So what is this pollute and then pay? Pollute and then pay means, see, polluter pay principle we have. If I pollute a place, I have to pay for it. Now, even before getting the environmental clearance, I started a project, destroyed the entire environment, then I'm going and asking for an environmental clearance and pay some penalty and over. I can go ahead with my project. That is why the Supreme Court actually categorically said that this you cannot do. Simply destroy the environment first and then pay something. You cannot do that anymore. The court also prohibited the union government from issuing future administrative orders granting ex post facto environmental clearances. Ex post facto means after the project has started. Clear? So, some projects will be protected from this judgment. Which are those projects? Prospective operation of judgment protects the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Medical College and Hospital Building in Odisha. Center of Excellence for Cancer Diseases in Tamil Nadu. Operation of the judgment protects the Vijayapura Airport in Karnataka. Ongoing medical colleges, slum rehabilitation projects, irrigation projects intended for drought-prone areas. For these types of projects and the projects that I have mentioned here, you need not actually go ahead for what? You need not actually go ahead for any environmental clearance. It is okay. You need not worry. Your project can continue. But the rest of the projects, no. You won't get your environmental clearance. No. You need to actually follow the proper process and procedure. You should stop all your constructional activities till you get your complete clearance, everything. Clear? So I am going on seeing one comment over here. See, whatever is the latest NCRT, read that. Don't waste your time in reading old NCRT than new NCRT. Stick to whatever NCRT is available in the website. Number one. Number two, I saw Guru Purnima offers here. Alright, Guru Purnima offers, yes, technically speaking, it ended yesterday. Yesterday was the last date, if I remember it right. I will ask with the management, maybe there is a possibility that there could be some offers during the time of this thing, what is it? Independence Day. Is EIA used to get environmental clearance? Yes, environmental impact assessment is done to literally know what will be the impact of the whole project. Based on that impact assessment only, you will get your clearance. Please stop asking me, share your thoughts on MHCET exam. MH is at Maharashtra. Many, what is it, scam is happening. Are scam is happening everywhere. Why are you asking me? I am not the one who went and protested in Jantar Mantar, right? Many of you were actually calling me names. Where are the so-called protectors of students' rights now? Getting the point here. I already told you that was more political than being neutral. If you really see now, there are so many protests happening. Even Jharkhand also, the students are on the road. Which party has gone there in their support? So, understand people. Online harassment following Jantar Mantar protest. This is the other thing that has been happening. Like I told you, Jantar Mantar, when the protests, etc. in future is easy compulsory for all projects. Yes, it is compulsory. Suman. Doxing. I'll come to that. Doxing, this word actually. So, doxing is the word that we have to deal with this particular topic here. Doxing, this word actually came into prominence when there was a protest happening in Hong Kong. So there what the protesters did was they started taking the photographs of the police officers, the riot police officers there. Like I told you, in any other part of the world, you lay a finger on a cop. So much as you go stand like this and touch them, you touch their uniform, it is like they will slam you to the ground. You're a man, you're a woman, they won't see. They'll just grab your arm and they'll just flick you down to the ground. One body slam it is called. When your entire body slams to the ground, you will literally see heaven and hell together. For a few minutes, your body also won't know whether to start feeling the pain or whether to start crying. It will be a mixed emotion. Your brain will be still trying to figure out things. So what the protesters did in Hong Kong was that they took the photographs of these cops. Then they searched them in online and they started releasing out, this cop stays here. This cop's child goes to this school. This cop's wife is working in this company. And online, they started targeting their family. Sending them threat messages, this messages, that messages, etc. Even to the extent where even stalking them in public places. You are this fellow's wife, right? Yeah, we have noted you. Wait and watch. We will take you down later. Threatening and all. Same thing has happened in India. Not on the cops. People who took part in the protest, especially people who were a little too vocal or a little aggressive in terms of expressing their opinion, their images, etc., their photos, etc., were taken, their videos were taken, and then their entire online profile was taken out. It was shared, and people started cornering them even in markets. You are the one who abused the prime minister, right? You are the one who said this about the Indian army, right? You are the one who did this, right? Like that, their entire online profile, where they are staying, which company they are working, or which college they are going to, all these details started getting shared online. Basically, to create a element of fear. That is the main purpose. So, basically this has happened actually. This is happening even now as we speak. Getting the point here. Even as we speak, it is happening. That all these people are getting targeted. And we know some of the, online media accounts that are responsible for it include, one is Jantar Mantar, the other one is Jaipur Dialogues, Hindutva Vigilant, Indic Metrics. These are apparently some of the organizations that have been releasing the details of such people who have went and protested there in Jantar Mantar. Got the point? Moving on. Supreme Court, use of pellet guns for crowd control and police conduct. Now I have told you this earlier also. Some people are telling they used pellet guns, etc. They use this gun, that gun, etc. And I told you very clearly, police are within their powers to use it. There is no doubt about it. Now, I don't know how you have interpreted the judicial rulings that have come about in this last week. The Supreme Court basically said usage of force should be proportional, which is true. If silently people are sitting there and protesting, silently in the sense I'm not telling shutting their mouth. No. It is not violent. That is the whole point of it. They are protesting there, they are sitting there, they are doing a dharna, etc. It is completely peaceful. There is no violence, etc. In such an area, police shouldn't be using what? Any sort of force. And generally, what people will come and tell me is police used force. Think about it. Delhi police directly comes under Ministry of Home Affairs. Why will Delhi police, or for the matter Ministry of Home Affairs, tell the Delhi police, crush that revolt and come, crush that protest and come? Because it is never going to make the government look good. If government uses force, it is only going to make the government look bad. Simple funda. So if I am protesting, I want the government to look bad. And what is the easiest way to get the government to look bad? Ensure that there is violence. Because once you ensure that there is violence, then what happens? Police will have to react, or rather respond. And we know some of the cops reacted, some of the cops responded. So the response and the reaction, like for example, slapping a girl protester, not at all done. You slap a guy, it is a different scenario. Slapping a girl, hitting her, in fact, even inserting a lathi here and there into her private parts, not at all done. They cannot do that. So what the Supreme Court has said is, Supreme Court has said pellet guns usage is part of the graded response. What do you mean by graded response? See, straight away you don't pull out a gun and start firing. For example, in Bihar we saw one constable or somebody actually took out an AK-47 and started firing into the air. Uncalled for. AK-47 is an automatic assault rifle. One press of the trigger, 22 bullets will come out. Why will you do that? That is actually it is almost like to kill a, to kill a lice or an ant. You are using a hammer. Not required. A protest is there. There are multiple ways of dealing with it. You can first make announcements. Then give warnings, water cannons, lathi charge. Next stage is pellet guns. If violence beyond that it is there, then you go for gun. That is the firearm. Otherwise, you don't use AK, and that too AK-47 who will bring. Students are protesting, man, not terrorists or something. It is students protest. Know who is standing opposite to you. And then then based on that you take out your response. So interestingly, in this verdict, Supreme Court has not said that usage of pellet guns is not allowed. Got the point? Supreme Court has not said. Supreme Court said, no, that we cannot ban. The petition that was filed in Supreme Court was ban pellet guns usage totally. Supreme Court was like, that we cannot do. That we will never do also, because that is part of the graded response. What we may, the word used by Supreme Court is may. We may probably issue guidelines. Some people thought this is a victory. It is not again a victory. Because ultimately, let me tell you, who gets to decide whether things have become violent, what level of force should be used or not? Cops at the ground level. Obviously, using an AK-47 will never be pardoned by the court or even by the cops, the government or anybody. But at the minimum, lathi charge, pellet guns, you are not going to get any relief out of it. If pellet guns were used, you got struck by it, enjoy it. That is all that I can say you as of now, because it is not struck down. You could have been an innocent passerby. You got caught in the wrong time at the wrong place. Possible. Close to more than 2,000 people with criminal antecedents, criminal backgrounds, criminal cases on them has been identified by the FRS system, facial recognition system of Delhi police. 2,000 people, more than 2,000 people were there present in the crowd. And don't you think these 2,000 people with a criminal track record would have done something to ensure what? Okay. Some violence, let it be there. Got the point? Delhi police would have responded to it. Now when I am going to, a crowd is there. Some 2,000 people, some 10,000 people are there, let us say. In that, some 2,000 are there who have come there basically to create trouble. Now, how will I identify standing there with one lathi who is creating trouble and who is not? Because Lathi charge means Lathi doesn't know to identify, and I'm not wearing any high-tech gadget or gear. Okay, that is an innocent bystander. Oh, he's a criminal. No, I am just having one helmet, one fiberglass. That's all that I have. Now I have to go and do Lathi charge because some people started showing violence there. Got the picture here? Now when I do Lathi charge, don't you think some innocent people also will get beaten up there? Got nothing to do with it. Got the point? The bottom line is, when it comes to Lathi charge, when it comes to pellet guns, usage of water cannon, not only the people who create trouble, even the people who are innocent, they will also get it. That is the reality. See, was it an external factor, internal factor? I don't know. But I know one thing, that the whole scenario's purpose was to create a high level of unrest there. That is the bottom line. To create a very high level of unrest. Genuine students movement it was, outburst it was, when people say CJP was trying to do good for the people, good for the students. There are still so many students. Somebody told me now in MHCET something has happened. Jharkhand it is happening. Punjab it happened. Karnataka something happened, they are telling. All these are against students movement. Who is there to support these students? Kerala, the so-called number one state when it comes to public governance. People who are close to a certain political party, only their names appeared in the first list of the rank list in the exams that were conducted. Government job exams will be there now in the state of Kerala. So the rank list, when you take it out, you will see that the entire list, not the entire list, the top jobs, etc., have all gone to people who are actually closer to a certain political party. चने के साथ गुण पिस्ता है सर, करेक्ट? In the future, it may happen with UPSC exam. In the future, many things may happen. In the next 5 minutes also is future. I may die. So, what should I do? Stop making such hypotheses and all. ऐसा हुआ तो अगर वैसा भी होगा ऐसा. These are just random extremes that you're talking about. Getting the point here. Like I told earlier, this is not the first time that an exam paper is getting leaked. And this won't be the last time. And it has nothing to do with the government or the people who are in power. Understand that very clearly, irrespective of the fact. Whether, now in Kerala, I will agree, it was basically with people who are in power. They knew who are clearing, who are not clearing. That I will agree with. You can hold the government directly responsible for it, no doubt about it. But in the rest of the states, did the ministers, and I'm talking about here, be it Karnataka, be it Chhattisgarh, be it Punjab, or even be it the ex-education minister, did he directly leak the paper? No. Why is leakage, etc. happening? What is the main reason? Because now you people have asked, we have started that topic. Can you just move to the slide here? Please go down. Where the hell did I leave it? Yeah. Come to education and suicides. More than 2,000 students died by suicide every year due to examination failure. More than 25,000 students died by suicide due to examination failure between 2014 and 2024. That means in a span of 11 years, 25,000. That means more than 2,000 students easily are killing themselves every year. Why? Owing to one exam. Correct? It could be 10th, it could be 12th, it could be entrance exam, NEET, IIT, JEE, banking exam, UPSC exam, SSC exam, etc., etc. Because that is the burden that they are taking it up. Got it? Getting the point here? That much burden they are taking. Oh my God, if I don't clear, oh my God. This is the way we are preparing. Even in under my comments also, somebody had told when I shared my UPSC journey, because some student had asked about it. So somebody said, we don't want to know about your UPSC journey and all. You are just a loser who never cleared. And now, aa gaya hai gyan something ke liye. In Hindi he said, baatne, not baatna. Some derogatory word it was. Anyway. See, we all have one relative in our home who constantly, अरे तेरा कुछ नहीं हुआ क्या? That one relative will be there. We know that relative is good for nothing. Absolutely useless. We know they are actually a boj for this thing. For the earth. A burden on earth. We know it. Except our family. Family, when I say our parents. Just like our parents will identify who is our bad friend circle, who is our bad friend in our friend circle, we will easily identify among their relatives who is the most useless. We will listen to them still. Okay, my mother told that fellow is dangerous. Okay, I should be careful about him. If you go and tell your mother, Amma, I don't like your brother, will she listen to you? Never. So similarly, I earlier used to think, okay, Gen Z, they are great. They are very sorted individuals. No, they are not. They are even more pathetic. They are even more pathetic than the millennials. They are even more pathetic than the earlier generation. Because for them, everything has to be perfect. So if I am going to remove my shirt and take a shirtless pic tomorrow, they will say, अरे देखो, इसके यहाँ पर वहाँ पर fat है और आ गया है shirtless ये दगाने के लिए. You check out all the comments that you see in online where they are targeting somebody or trolling somebody. These are given by youngsters. So उनकी कोई कमी नहीं है. Suicides. Up when you are having this level of performance pressure, don't you think you will be ready to literally pay any amount of money to get access to the question paper? Got the point? Any money they will give. Getting the picture here? इसके लिए you cannot blame the government, you cannot blame the minister, you cannot blame even the IAS, IPS officers. Understand that very clearly. At the heart of it all, if you tell me what is the main problem here, even today, even what is it, one lady, very old lady, maybe from my generation now, let me tell that also now. She had actually come and said, we will never, what is it, इस देश को एक चाय वाला चला रहे हैं. So, what is so derogatory about a chai wala? What is so derogatory? Is he a rapist? Is he a murderer? Somebody used to sell chai and now he is the prime minister. People have voted him into power. He has a proven track record as the chief minister of Gujarat. He has a proven track record as a prime minister also. But that is not enough. Even today, Modi himself is Prime Minister himself is what they sometimes call him a chai wala. I after all a chai wala. Why? No matter how educated we get, we still judge a person based on their profession. And where does that stupid habit come from? That is the reason. Caste, nobody asks openly these days, obviously. At least in the metropolitan cities, they don't do it. Got the point here? They don't do it. But how else will they judge you? How else will they decide how much respect should be given? They will ask for your job. From there, they will try to figure out what is your caste. Then they will decide how much respect to be given. Got the point here? See, trolling is not the point. Trolling, fine. Trolling is different. Mohammed Faizan. Trolling is not the point. Trolling, we can do anybody. Manmohan Singh is getting trolled for because maybe what? Silent PM. That is a different story. There he was getting trolled for the work that he did as a prime minister. That is different. I am not telling just because somebody is educated, you will not troll him. And somebody is uneducated, it gives you the license to troll them helter skelter. No. Karam. Karam ke liye you judge a person. As simple as that. But for Indian parents and Indian family, nothing is more important than what? A few jobs. Government, NEET, IIT. What else is remaining? That pretty much sums it up. 10th mark, 12th mark, IIT, NEET, this thing. Then you are actually considered to be Bhagavan ka bacha. You are a gift that was given to your parents from God himself, because in 10th you scored 98%, in 12th you scored 99%, first attempt you cracked IIT or first attempt you cracked NEET, then only you are what? Bhagavan ka bacha, and only then you are in love with your parents. If you scored lesser marks than this, or you couldn't crack NEET, IIT or a government job in your first, second or third attempt, then it means you are a curse for your family and you don't love your parents. This is the bottom line. So it is not at all surprising that people are committing suicides. Getting the picture here? 55% of examination related student suicides involved individuals below 18 years of age. 10th standard, 12th standard, and obviously your IIT NEET. These two. 42% of examination related student suicides involved individuals from 18 to 30 years. That is above 18. Yeah, this is our category. Government job category this is. One fellow I know, I read it in the paper only. He was sitting and preparing for SSC CGL. So he cracked the exam. But he didn't get the appointment order. All right. He kept on asking SSC when he will get. Now SSC CGL, anybody who has written it will know. Now I don't know how it is, but when I used to write 16, 17 and all, exam alone will take 2 years. Result will come. From the result, 1 more year to get the appointment order or the joining order. 1 year it will take. So the result came. Now what will everybody expect? In 1 month maybe it will come, 2 months it will come, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Relatives started making fun of him. He was lying, this, that, etc. He was unable to go back to his village. Believe it or not, he committed suicide. Just 1 month or something after he committed suicide, letter comes to his house. Appointment order. Got the point here? This is India for you. For that you cannot blame, system sahi nahi hai. System is correct only. But the performance pressure is so high that people are ready to sell their kidney to get access to the question paper. Is it worth to join a non-regular college and prepare UPSC for 3 years? Muhammad Faizan, that is such a dumb thing to do. You will not develop any people skill. You will not even develop any skill that is necessary to survive in the real world. If you crack UPSC, great. If you don't crack, people from regular college, IIT, IIM, they are struggling to get a job today. Why will anybody hire you? Think about it. What is the time limit for filling the vacancy? There is no such time limit and all. They can keep it. They will not generally keep it vacant also. That is there. They will appoint another person. Or they can give it as an additional portfolio to another minister itself, an existing minister itself. That they can do. What's your opinion on removing caste reservation? Won't get removed. See, you're talking about caste reservation getting removed, right? Remove caste discrimination first. Remove this first. Then caste reservation will get removed automatically. Discrimination with discrimination existing. Social discrimination existing. You cannot remove reservation. Simple. Supreme Court standing ruling is there. Economic alone, economic conditions alone cannot be the only criteria for granting reservation. Historical social injustice, that also has to be factored in. That is the reason why reservation is there. Understand that very, very clearly. So don't come and tell me now, no sir, ab aisa nahi hai. Now general category are the only people who are suffering. Well, look at the data and then tell me. Karnataka only, last year. Guy from lower caste ran away with girl from upper caste in his village. Eloped. It's not ran away. The proper word in English is eloped. What was the punishment given? This guy's mother is there, right? They tied the mother to a tree and removed her clothes. This is the punishment they gave. Will the ulta happen? My question is, if an upper caste guy runs away with a lower caste girl, then will the lower caste people come and tie up the upper caste women and strip them? Is it even possible in India? That is discrimination. I am not telling that should happen only then discrimination. It is wrong, no matter what. What I am trying to tell you here is there is still in a very large scale discrimination that is shown towards people from lower caste. Until and unless you don't eliminate this, reservation cannot be eliminated. Take it from me. See, you think that you leave. Everybody will have an opinion. You tell it to me with data. Because I am yet to read a news article where a lower caste person went and did some caste-based atrocity on an upper caste person. I am yet to read a news like that. You can tell me, no, they are fake cases, these cases, that cases. All I am ready to agree with. But show me a case. Show me one incident. That is the bottom line. Without eliminating this, then how are you expecting reservation to end? Reservation system also, even now also, unreserved category dominates in Group A, Group B, professional services compared to the reserved category. That is the data. If reservation has done its magic, then we should be really seeing what reserved category dominating the unreserved category in Group A, Group B and the professional services. But it is not there. So data tells us something different. Supreme Court judgment tells us this. If you ask me, I will only go with what is there in data and what Supreme Court has said. Money alone cannot be the criteria to grant reservation. Social conditions also needs to be catered into. Understand that very clearly. That is what you will write. You are from general category, I understand, I respect it. Maybe yes, but just because you have in Indian caste system, you have a powerful surname. But other than that surname, your entire family has got not a single benefit from anywhere. You people have to struggle everywhere. You people have to struggle for every job, every seat. I agree, I understand. I am not telling that general category or the unreserved category has it all roses and sunshine. No. But government, when policies are made, government doesn't decide it on the basis of emotion. Government goes by what Supreme Court has directed and what is there on the paper as data. Keep it in mind. Coming back now. So Supreme Court's ruling on pellet. right to peaceful protest is constitutionally guaranteed, and observe that peaceful demonstration should not automatically invite police use of force. Again, notice the point here. Only if peaceful demonstration it is, police will not get involved. The moment peace is gone, cops will get involved. And they will use any amount of force that they deem fit necessary there. Both protesters and law enforcement agencies must exercise discipline. And that allegations of police excesses should be subjected to an independent examination. Police excesses means if they have used more force than necessary. True, Suman. Court indicated that it may frame uniform guidelines and a standard operating protocol governing police conduct during large-scale public demonstrations to protect the constitutional right to peaceful protest while maintaining public order. Court observed that unlawful acts committed by anti-social or disruptive elements during protest should be dealt with separately without affecting peaceful protesters. Large crowd is there. 10-15 people started throwing bottles on the cops. In that large crowd, it is very difficult to place who threw. Court is telling that deal with them separately, deal with the protesters. Protesters, peaceful protesters, you don't do anything. In a large crowd, how am I going to know who is peaceful and who is not? How will I know? You tell me. You are a cop at the ground level. What will you do? You can't do anything other than lathi charge. As simple as that. You cannot actually take one step forward. Getting the point here? So court can give such statements. It is just a direction. It is just an observation. Don't think that, now cops cannot use lathi charge anymore. Nothing like that. Cops will use. Ulta, see, now we all held Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan responsible for something that happened in one department, in one government property in Maharashtra. Correct? He is sitting in Delhi. Education Minister is sitting in Delhi. Leak happened in Maharashtra. And we are expecting Dharmendra Pradhan to take the responsibility for it. Fine. I have organized a protest. I have called people also. Come for the protest. Don't I have a responsibility to ensure that in that group there should not be any violence? Don't I have a responsibility or not? Because this is immediate. If I have called a group, this is in front of me. I can easily spot. Hello, you people come here. Who are you guys? I can question them. I can easily question them. ये लोग हमारे नहीं है. ये लोग हमारे साथ नहीं है. These are not with us. They are somebody else. Minimum that sense I should have. Got the point here? Responsibility goes every which way. Responsibility goes every which way. If I have called for a meeting and in that meeting some unscrupulous elements came in, it is my responsibility to see to it that those people are pulled out and handed over to the cops. Not that only everything is government. Only government should do everything. Cops should be very intelligent enough. Okay, I will give one lathi charge here. Oh, you are peaceful, so I will not do lathi charge for you. It will not work like that. It will never work. This is just an observation. Getting the point here? The Supreme Court declined to consider a blanket ban on pellet guns. So remember, pellet guns are allowed even now. Existing police rules permit the use of pellet guns only in exceptional circumstances as part of a graded response framework for crowd control. That is true. Only in exceptional circumstances. But the comedy I will tell you here. What is this exceptional circumstance has not been defined. It is left for the cops to decide. Understand that very, very clearly. It is left for the cops on that day to decide कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं. Getting the picture here? Police use of force and institutional attitudes in India. National Human Rights Commission Manual on Human Rights for Police Officers requires police to first use persuasion, advice, and warning before resorting to force. Persuasion, you should give advice and then warning. The manual requires that only the minimum necessary force be used when force becomes unavoidable. As far as possible, reduce the number of the force that you will apply. Reduce it. Don't you think Deepke is the next Kejriwal because both get political? Mohammad Faisal, let me tell you, if you are preparing for a government exam, don't even try to discuss politics here. Whether he'll become next Kejriwal, whether he won't become Kejriwal, we don't know. If he becomes the next Kejriwal, what has happened to Kejriwal's party now? MPs went and joined this thing, BJP. Correct? So if he becomes the next Kejriwal also, what will happen eventually? The very same people who were with him, they will go and join BJP eventually. I mean, everybody is joining. From Congress only people went and joined. From Congress people joined. Trinamool people joined. I mean, I don't know, is there any other party out there where people have not joined BJP? A single party at least in India? But don't go by that. Don't actually even waste your time in it. Don't say sorry and all. I'm just telling you. It is actually waste. For entertainment, you can follow it. But other than that, it is not going to bring in anything effective. What is the procedure? If at all an arrest is being made, inform the ground of arrest, preparation of arrest and inspection memoranda, inform the family members, medical examination of arrested person, inform right to consult a lawyer. These are the things. These are the process for making an arrest as per the police manual according to NHRC. Then, a survey was recently done. What do the cops think? 70% of cops agreed that police should be allowed to use force without fear of punishment to discharge their duties. 70%. To use what? Force. Now people will say, I know, Sian, everyone will be interested in discussing politics because it is very interesting. It is very interesting. And for my fate, I am actually a polity faculty. So for me, it is important that even if I discuss politics also, I pull back the student to the polity aspect there. So coming back over here, 70% of police believe usage of force without fear and punishment, it should be possible. 70%. Why? Because I told you, right? There is nobody, no other police force in this world who takes this level of risk like an Indian cop. I am not kidding. You touch a cop in any other part of the country, like we saw some cops' head broke, they were bleeding, they were chased, 5-6 of them hitting them here, patar, all that. Correct? Pull it on any other cop in this world. You may probably be killed. Or 10-20 years you are in jail. Passport, visa, you are nothing, not even a government job, a security guard's job you are going to get after that. It is never easy. But not in India. In India, you can actually get away with this earlier. But nowadays, I don't know. Nowadays, the laws are even more strict. So that is why cops are telling we need to have that permission to use force. Because as it is, what are the gear what we are giving? One fiberglass, one lathi, one helmet. Which sometimes will be so loose or too tight. Too tight where you will feel the sweat and the pain. Loose means each and every time that helmet will come a little loose, it will cover your eyes, half. You will have to keep adjusting and pulling it back. This is the gear, what is given to our cops here. Got the point here? Police should be permitted to arrest and detain suspected criminals without court investigation. 69% believed it. Without court actually finding out whether the procedure was correct, etc. or not, court shouldn't investigate any of it. If we know that the person is a criminal, we should be able to arrest them. 69% said that. It is important for police to use tough methods to create fear among the public. 55% believes in it. 2/3 of respondents stated public pressure influences police to deal with suspected criminals using a heavy-handed approach. Very, very true. How to show that policing is very strict these days, especially in many parts of North India, what we see is molestation or rape or something happens, they are They their hand is broken or leg is broken, and sometimes it is just drama also, we don't know. All this publicity stunts, why are they doing? Just to show to the public, ha dekho bhai dekho, cops are doing a great job, dekho dekho humne ye kiya. Sometimes if it is a very let us say in the entire media a very gory rape case it was, they will kill the entire perpetrators of the crime, because that is what the public wants. Public wants the rapist to be murdered or to be killed. Cops will do that. Public is happy, public is happy, government is happy, everybody goes home happily. Getting the point here, it is not easy in India to be a cop. Bottom line is that. Clear, people? Oh, somebody again came. Soft Sangiyo. Who the hell is that now? Gaudam. I think this, you are just soft Sangi. You always speak about manhood. How can man do this? Raised in patriarchal family, pride of manhood. As usual, some left liberal has come, called me a Sangi already. It is okay. You call, and then what? Patriarchal. Okay. Why don't you do one thing, man, Mr. Gaudam? You go and study and be something. All right. Don't make it that, Gaudam came and commented under my video. You have so much of hatred for me. Don't attend my class, man. Do something else constructive in your life. Hating me is not going to win you anything. All right. With facts and figures, you show the video where I am a full Sangi. I supported this government. I said government is doing pakka everything right. You send it. You send it to Alex Sir itself. Tag him in it. He will remove me. Trust me. दम है तो वो कर लो. जाओ. Supreme Court proceedings on police action during student protest. को निकालने से मना किया जाता है. Very good. Sir, it's only survey, but it is not allowed. Obviously, it is not allowed, na? Sneha. This is a survey that they conducted where they went and asked the cops again. They surveyed 8,276 police personnel across 17 states and union territories, and this is the response they got from them. That means police are demanding more, freedom. Give us more freedom. Because any which way you won't allow us to use our gun. You won't allow us to use our lati also properly. At least give us proper freedom. Getting the point here? Yeah. What else to do? See, interview, I will tell you from my experience, whatever interview questions or ethical questions you are getting, you will support the administration, you will support the government. That is how you are supposed to answer. What if I get a question? They are never, UPSC, at least as far as I have seen, will never ask a question which will directly criticize the government. Whichever government it is, if it is NDA in power, India Alliance in power, they are never going to ask that. Keep it in mind. That is the reason why I am telling you, the survey, etc., it is just for your knowledge. Obviously, you cannot quote the survey even in the, in your answer paper, because this is not any official survey. This is a random survey that was conducted. But this just shows the cops' mentality here. So what is the only thing that you can say here? Be it lathi charge, usage of water cannons, usage of pellets, gun, rubber pellets or metal pellets or whatever. It is allowed as per Indian laws. Bottom line is that. Peaceful protest, yes, cops shouldn't be using force. But the moment the protest goes violent, it is for the cops who are on duty, on ground, to decide, looking at the situation, what should be the response for it. And generally, let me tell you, water cannon, lathi charge is what they go for first. Because on an average day, any average crowd, if you see, they are afraid of lathi. Any crowd is afraid of lathi. Lathi charge is also not working there. Rubber pellet. Even that is also not working. Take out your firearm. Ta, ta, ta. 3 rounds into the air. Those are warning shots. The next one will be on your body. Not body, below the knee, below the waist. Even if you are planning to shoot somebody who can be a threat to your colleagues or to other innocent bystanders, you will shoot them below the waist only, not above the waist. In fact, this was a question for me in my interview. When will you use a firearm? Because I had given IPS as my first option. So that is when I said this. Crowd is out of control. Innocents are getting killed, or there is a direct threat to my subordinates or colleagues' life. Then, first give a warning shot, 1 or 2. Then the next one, below the waist. Intention is to just stop it, not to kill them. This is the way you will present it. Getting the point here? Supreme Court has basically restrained police from taking coercive action against protesting students unless they had criminal antecedents. What does it mean? Now, even Delhi government said we are going to withdraw all the cases against all the students who protested, etc. But many people don't know what is the real meaning of it. 2 things are there. Number 1, if I as a cop has filed an FIR against you, simply I cannot say, Chalo, I am taking it back. I am not going to put this FIR against you. Chalo, I am taking it back. You cannot. Because these days everything is digital. If once an FIR is registered, you should give a reason why you are closing it. Why you are disposing of that FIR. A proper reason has to be given. Number 1. Number 2. If you were already involved in a criminal case, action can be taken against you by the Delhi police. Like I told you, more than 2,400 or 2,800 odd people with criminal backgrounds were involved in that protest. They were involved. So cases against them, that FIRs against them will continue. Okay, you were only doing silent protest. You were just standing there and showing your support. No FIR can be registered against you. Even if it is registered, it has to be disposed of. It has to be disposed of because why? No evidence. Silent protest it was. Even if you take that whole thing and go to the court, also court will ask. Just for standing there, you have put an FIR. There is no evidence of any wrongdoing. Matter ends there. But let us say you came there, you started abusing everybody. Using very bad words, very filthy Hindi cuss words you started using. Hindi, English, whatever, whichever language. FIR can be registered against you. Like how a defamation case has been registered against a couple of girls. One girl's age I was shocked to know that she's just 15 years old. And the words that came out from her mouth, my good Lord. You are protesting against the NEET paper leak, you want a system, etc. Agreed. What did the Prime Minister do for that? What are you going to gain by abusing his dead mother? Like, is that also considered to be a part of freedom of speech and expression? Freedom of speech and expression is not absolute, just like any other fundamental right. I can talk facts. I can talk on the basis of data. Emotionally, I get triggered and then all the people are like this, all the people are like that. That is not done. That is not at all done. Freedom of speech and expression is not a license. Yes, I saw the video today evening only I saw. Freedom of speech and expression is not a license to abuse anybody or to utter any sort of bad words that you think. Got the point here? Moving on. Now, coming to the most important part. This is where this government as well as the opposition, both are to be equally blamed. Little politics only we can discuss now. Have you heard of this PM Care Fund? How many of you have heard? I'm not sure. PM Care Fund. PM Care Fund, it was launched when? During COVID time. Okay. Chaired by whom? Basically, Prime Minister Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation. March 2020. Chaired by the Prime Minister. Voluntary contributions. What can we do to fix caste discrimination? Nothing you can do. Guru Purnima offers, I told you already, just wait till August 15th. Maybe another set of offers may come. I'll talk with the management. All right, please wait. They abused Italy PM, let them abuse. Italy. See, I saw many comments. इसका ना इसके पास ना सिर्फ मेलोडी के पास जाने के लिए वक्त है, मेलोडी खरीदने के लिए वक्त है. I am like, यार, what and all are you cross linking? Leave it aside. This let us talk about. March 2020, this was launched. Now, notice this, people. This is Prime Minister's Citizen Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation. In whose name it is? Prime Minister's name. And Prime Minister is who? Prime Minister is a constitutional office. Article 74 and Article 75. There shall be a Prime Minister along with a head at the top of the Council of Ministers to aid and advise the President. Or the President shall act only according to the aid and advice given by the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. This is written in the Constitution. So, Prime Minister is a constitutional authority. Prime Minister is responsible to the people. Voluntary contributions are going into it. Now, look at this. Audited financial statements only up to the financial year 22-23. Only till 22-23 we have its complete audited. Audit means what? How much money came in, how much money went out. After that, the fund is maintained. Notice this. Fund has been maintained outside the ambit of RTI, outside parliamentary scrutiny, and even outside the Comptroller and Auditor General according to the government stated position. Wow, 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 wow. If it got the point? No scrutiny. No scrutiny whatsoever. When was the last time you saw the opposition making an issue out of this? Or opposition taking this entire matter to the Supreme Court and getting the Supreme Court also to say that this should be brought under the ambit of RTI at least, or under the ambit of CAG at least, because you're taking money in the name of Prime Minister. Getting the point here? Nothing. Government is least bothered. Opposition is even more least bothered. Got the picture here? This is our fate. So call me Sangi, Monkey, Wunky, Wonky, whatever you want. I have no issues. To think that only one party is bad and all the other parties are no. Well, continue to live in your delusion. That is what I would tell. If you think politics is all about black and white, please continue to live in your delusion. One day you will realize, that's it. That's Indian politics for you. Will this matter get, and what is happening right now in the parliament also? Was this matter taken up for discussion? Is the opposition even utilizing the question hour or trying to pass an adjournment motion to get it discussed inside the parliament at least? Just creating disruption after disruption. Every day we are getting to here parliament adjourned for the day because there was disruption. Creating disruption day after day after day. Whose money is getting wasted? Your and my money. One question directly to the Prime Minister. What have you done with the fund? Where is the money going? For what purpose it has gone? India wants to know. Which opposition leader has asked? Problem is not who is ruling this country. Problem is who is at the opposition. Because opposition, unfortunately or fortunately, the $1 million question for them also is, are they doing their job? Think. Don't even, I'm not going to comment on it. You only think, is the opposition doing the right job? Because this came in the newspaper, front page. There is nothing to explain. This fund was created during COVID time, just to help COVID patients, help with them, hospital, oxygen supply, medical supply, and all that. For that purpose, this was created. Citizens assistance, relief in emergency situation. That is the purpose for which it was created. March 2020, peak of corona. It was opened. But later, where did the fund go? What did they do with it? No idea. Because the last auditing was conducted in 22-23. Uske baad kuch nahi. We are into 26. Half of 26 is over. Purpose of PM Care, when they started it, it was for getting this oxygen supply, medical supplies, and all that. Whole mask, all that. Now what is it being used for? Bhagavan Jane. Exactly, Dharani. There is time to discuss about Vande Mataram. But not this. Fast track courts performance. Now we know fast track in what context we have set it up. Fast track courts, basically these are courts that are set up for specific purposes. A particular case alone that court will deal with. Unlike what some of you have thought, this is not like you're creating a new court. An existing court will be asked to become a fast track court to deal only with one case, daily basis. So let us see what is its performance so far. Backlog cases in fast track courts also is around 2.45 lakh cases. Case clearance rate, if you see, it is 89%, 93%, 94%. Hindu is such a wonderful paper. So how Hindu has wrote this sentence, I will tell you. Okay. The case clearance rate of fast track courts is just below 90%. Was below 90% till 22. Something like that they wrote. So when you suddenly read it, oh, it is below 90%. Then it struck me, below 90%, that is actually good. That means if 100 cases are there, in that close to 88 cases got disposed of, got solved, or the trial got over, the punishment came out, the verdict came out. So Hindu was trying to portray it as, oh, it is not such a great number. This is actually a fantastic number, people. Because obviously, right, daily basis you're dealing with it. Cases instituted, now 2025 instituted, 1.4 lakh cases, 66,000 cases were disposed. So obviously, pendency is now slowly picking up. 4.8 crore pending cases are there in trial courts across India. How much? In that again, 74% of them are criminal cases. We don't have pakka proper data when it comes to what? Fast track courts performance. Specifically, we don't have. Because like I told you, fast track court is not a separate court again. It is under the lower courts. Supreme Court, High Court, lower courts are there. So maybe it is a sessions court or a magistrate court, which has been asked, okay, now to deal with this case, this magistrates court or sessions court has been given the fast track court status. Till this case final verdict comes, you will only look into that case, you won't look into any other case. That is what it means. Are Gautam, oof. Continue, man. Continue. You don't respect me. Go. Something and all is telling. Police were under the British. You are supporting the police. I am not supporting, brother. Supreme Court itself is supporting. One verdict you tell me from Supreme Court where they clearly told police should stop using lathi charge. One verdict you show me. You sit with your emotional outburst and sit there. Cannot counter me with facts and still blabbering something. Supreme Court appeal on compassionate appointments for Karur stampede victims. That's why population behind the bar is huge. True, Anshika. Now, let us go to Tamil Nadu now. Tamil Nadu, if you remember, when Vijay decided to enter politics. So Vijay decided to go to a place to conduct his campaign. Now understand things here very clearly. Permission. Permission to conduct a campaign, permission to use a public area, etc. That has to be granted by the cops. So whenever, when you know, if I know properly for a fact that, okay, some major celebrity is going to come, large area will be required, it should have at least multiple entry. Okay, let us keep a single entry point. If you keep, it should at least have multiple exit points. Why exit point? In case any untoward event happens, crowd should be able to go. Crowd should be able to go. In fact, even in Lathi charge also one rule is there. That is, let us say, this is a place. Public is here. Behind there is a wall. Behind there is a wall. So if you start actually Lathi charge from here, let us say if you start, what will happen? People will rush towards the wall. And in that walled area, there is nothing they can do. They will start pushing each other. And when people start pushing each other, what happens? Your lungs will get constricted. Generally, media frenzy, Amit. Your lungs, etc. will get constricted. Constricted means unable to expand or contract. You won't be able to breathe. You will die of suffocation. Worst form of death, I would tell you. Because there is oxygen around you. But you are getting crushed because of the people in front and behind you. Got the point? You will die. Ulta, if you are really interested in a Lathi charge, what the cops should do, probably come from the other side, climb the wall, stand over here, start hitting from here. Then what will happen? People will run away. Got the picture here? So in Karur, place Vijay was supposed to come to give his speeches or whatever. The place that they gave him was first of all too small. Knowing very well. Now Vijay, let me tell you, maybe more than Rajinikanth also you can say. Equivalent to or more than Rajinikanth, fan following is there. And at the peak of his acting career, he had decided to take his plunge into politics. Even his last movie, when the movie which got released very recently also, Jananayagan, it is a hit. With his face, one movie gets released, even if it is having the worst story, it will still be a hit. That is his value there. So common sense, it should have been that you should give a larger area. They didn't give. Vijay landed there. People crowded there. Many died. I think 20-25 people died. For Vijay also, it was a shock. He immediately took a flight and went to Chennai. And it became a very big blotch in his political campaign at that point of time. So once he became the chief minister, he visited Karur. He became very emotional. He cried with the victims, etc. And he promised one government job per family for a member from that family who have lost their loved one on compassionate grounds. Alright, compassionate grounds. Now what is the problem here? Madras High Court or Tamil Nadu High Court struck it down, telling that no, this you cannot do. Why? For compassionate ground also there is a list. There is a list of candidates who are already waiting. Bypassing all of them, directly for Karur victims, you gave government job. It violates Article 14. Now, Vijay's government has decided to challenge the High Court order in Supreme Court. Where I don't think in Supreme Court also they are going to get a victory, simply because Article 14. High Court held that compassionate appointments must strictly follow existing guidelines and seniority-based waiting list. Court ruled that bypassing eligible applicants on waiting list violates the constitutional guarantees of equality and due process of law. It also held that the state's executive powers cannot be exercised contrary to constitutional provisions. Got the point here? This is what it is. So, Pakka law, court has quoted. Chances are very less that from Supreme Court also they may get a verdict opposite to it. Clear? This Kaveri water sharing issue, it will be coming in news pretty now in the next coming days. So the thing to understand here is, at the bottom level, you have state governments. If the state governments are not able to come to an agreement, that is Tamil Nadu government and Karnataka government are not able to come to an agreement, then who will decide what should be the water sharing between the two states? Kaveri Water Regulation Committee. If any one of the state is not satisfied with the verdict given by them, they can challenge it with Kaveri Water Management Authority. Their verdict also, if one of the state is not happy, go to the Supreme Court of India. Supreme Court also will finally say what? Listen to what CWMA said. That's it. Clear? So this is the hierarchy. As you can clearly see, there is no high court in between, because it is between two states. I'm starting current affairs series from today. What to keep in mind? Gene, the PDF is available in pw.live English YouTube channel. There the PDF link is given in the description. So please download it. And as I am explaining things, just mark or highlight it. Too many questions. I am not Chitty Robert to read all your comments so fast, people. Supreme Court interim directions on use of live streamed court proceedings. Now that thing we are seeing, right? Many court proceedings, whatever are there, that is happening in High Court, Supreme Court, etc. Some people have started posting it in their own channel and they are making money out of it. Getting the point here? They are making troll material, content, etc. out of it. So Supreme Court basically has said that, issued an interim order prohibiting extraction, editing, modification, dissemination, reposting, uploading, and monetization of audio and video recordings of live streamed judicial proceedings on social media and other digital platforms without prior permission from the competent court registry. Got the point here? You cannot do it anymore. That is the bottom line. So because court found that many people are putting these things up and they are making money out of it, all right, so court said nothing doing anymore. Weakening local governance, West Bengal. So I have always told you earlier also, that is, when it comes to central government, state government, I have told you, elections happens on time. 5 years, elections happens on time because Election Commission of India is responsible. But when it comes to panchayats or municipalities, elections are not on time. Why? Because these elections are conducted by State Election Commission. Who appoints the State Election Commission? State government. They will never allow this elections etc. to happen on time. Because they prefer, state governments most of the time prefer weak panchayats and weak municipalities. Because if panchayats and municipalities are weak, they don't have proper elected representatives or they don't have proper power, state will be able to control them completely. using IAS officers. Got the point here? IAS officers can be used because panchayat, if it is not there, then who will be the boss ultimately? District collector, IAS officer, or district development officer, DDO, you call them. IAS officer again. Chalo, municipalities, mayor is not there, councillors are not there. Then who will be running the municipality? Commissioner, municipal commissioner, who is again what? IAS officer. Samitra Ghosh, how to make notes of current affairs. Don't make notes. That is why I'm giving you PDF. Keep reading it. Don't make notes. Through IAS officers, you can control it. Getting the point here. One more reason is there. This is one way. Weak panchayat, weak municipality. The other reason I will tell you why. Panchayats or municipalities, तो फिर भी ठीक है. Panchayats, what is the problem I will tell you? These panchayats are the places where you have worst forms of caste discrimination being practiced. It is difficult for the state government to implement any policies at the village level. Immediately this caste thing will come up. I have told you earlier also in Odisha, Anganwadi. Parents stopped sending their children to Anganwadi. Why? Because the food, the afternoon lunch was apparently being prepared by somebody from scheduled caste. Look at the atrocity here. Anganwadi is a place where child is supposed to get its nutrition. It is also supposed to get training. Training in the sense, okay, before joining the school, you get some sort of training. Correct. You get to know, go interact with, how to interact with other kids, some form of discipline, some form of order, all that. So it's a good thing that you send your child to Anganwadi. Correct. But the level of caste is so strong in India that it is okay, I will not send my child to a school, but I will not let go of my caste, chastity or purity. That is Indians for you. Just because she is from a poor caste, sorry, a lower caste, she shouldn't be cooking food for me. Sorry, shouldn't be cooking the food for my child. And understand one thing very clearly here, people. Odisha again is a state where you have a good number of what people from ST communities also. Correct? Scheduled tribe, particularly vulnerable tribal group, PVTG you call it. They also practice this. Caste discrimination is not just a reserved category and unreserved. Within the reserved category, OBC upper caste discriminates with OBC lower caste. SC upper caste discriminates with SC lower caste. It goes on. That is why it is very difficult to remove caste discrimination from our country. So when I have to do any important activity here, any policy I want to implement here, it is a constant headache if a panchayat is there. Getting the point here? It is very rare. So what do? Keep them weak only so that through IAS officers I can implement anything that I want. That will be easier. So what the current government did is, they have passed a new order whereby which dedicated government officers will serve as registrars for every gram panchayat and municipality. Dedicated government officers. They will be the registrar for panchayats and municipality. Registrar for what? Registering birth and death. Registration forms. Parliament debates are circulated. Why can't judicial proceedings be circulated? Who is interested, Suman? Who is interested in a judicial proceeding other than UPSC aspirants? Police is legalized henchmen. Abhishek, I hope you are not going to prepare for any government exam. You are a non-government aspirant. You are simply sitting and attending. Then continue. If you utter any one of those words in your interview board, you are never going to get selected. Trust me on that. West Bengal Panchayat Bill 2026. They have also transferred financial powers from elected Gram Panchayat Pradhan to Panchayat Secretary, Executive Assistant and BDO, Block Development Officers, like your Tehsildar, etc. All the financial powers has been given to government servants, state government servants. Because these people, it is difficult to control. This I can control. That is the bottom line. So in a way, what will happen is the grassroots level democracy will get weakened, because really they are not having anything under their control. But on the other side, what the government is explaining, state government, this way we can maintain proper birth and death registration. This way, funding, etc., will be decided ultimately by the government. Elected panchayat heads will continue to approve proposals. Proposal approval, panchayats let them do. Financial approval will come from state government officials. That is the thing. Everything in West Bengal is weak. Debolina Singha. Are you from West Bengal? Clear, people? Cloudbursts. Now, cloudbursts, we have discussed this topic earlier also. Cloudburst literally means, see, what rainfall will probably fall on a region in one month. They get that rainfall, let us say, in one day. Entire month's total rainfall, you get it in one day. Generally, you call that a cloudburst. Got the point here? Kaveri issue, Vijay will go. Endokke ade. Rapid atmospheric convection. That means heat is there. Wave cloudbursts generally originate through rapid atmospheric convection. Heat is pushing the air up. And air, as it climbs up, the water vapor is also getting vaporized, getting pushed up. If it is closer to a mountainous region, it will keep climbing up the slope. And as it climbs up higher and higher, it gets colder and colder. Cloud formation happens. There is and cumulonimbus clouds are formed. These are the rain-bearing clouds. And they are generally like very, very tall. Up to 15 kilometers from the ground. Very tall, very thick. You can clearly see dark, black, blackish, grayish and all. Starts raining. Heavily. Got the point here. Mission Mosam, India's roadmap to better weather preparedness. They have decided to increase the Doppler weather radar network. Also, they have decided to use AI into the system so that they can better predict when and where a cloudburst may happen. But the reality is nobody can predict these things thanks to climate change. Got the point here? I love you too. Nimbostratus to cumulonimbus. Very good, Rukaya. I forgot to include that. So Doppler radar, Doppler weather radar, what it really does is, as the name suggests, radar pulses are sent. So radar, obviously, detection and ranging, radio waves are used. It goes and hits the clouds and it comes back. From that, you will get to know what is the intensity of the water vapor present. Is there a chance of a cloudburst, etc.? You may be able to predict. But cloud again is not something where it will stay in one place. It will keep moving. So this is like temporary only. It is not completely foolproof. Clear? Doppler effect. Doppler effect is again based on the sound that is okay. When you hear a train sound. One minute. When you hear a train sound, depending upon the sound coming from the train, you will get to know how far or how near it is. Correct? Same principle. So I'm sending a radar from the radar signal, radio signals I'm sending. With that, I'll get to know how close or how far the cloud is, what is the intensity of water vapor in that cloud, whether there is a possibility for it to give a cloudburst. Not a foolproof method again, But yeah, some things what you can use to actually try to predict whether a cloudburst will occur or not. आप आराम करो please. आराम हराम है मेरी खुशी. Paddy and greenhouse gas emission. So this is a very interesting thing. Paddy. Global greenhouse gas emissions from paddy field has reached 1.1 billion tons of carbon dioxide annually. Compared to 1961 to 1980, emissions have increased to 90.4%. 50% of the increase was attributed to the loss of soil's organic carbon. How is that if you grow paddy, soil will use its organic carbon? Reason is very simple. Now, paddy, how is it grown? Obviously, as you can see, in flood. It's like flooded, right? In water. Correct. Soil is entirely covered in water. So, what happens? Cut off. Oxygen is cut off. So, when oxygen is not there, it favors methane producing microorganisms, anaerobic conditions. And those methane producing microorganisms, what it will do? The carbon that is present in the soil, it will release it out as methane. So paddy actually leads to what? More and more methane release. More and more methane release you get. And interestingly enough, area under paddy cultivation has increased by 25% since 1970. My good lord, some allergy. %, the whole thing will increase. Anishka, don't make CA notes. PDF is there in the description. Download it. Then go to PYQs. See which topics have similarity with the current affair topics that I have discussed. Write answers based on the latest data. That is what you will do. Okay. Some this thing, allergic trigger. Anyway, coming back here, people. The main thing to understand is, why is it that methane emissions are going on increasing? Fine. Because paddy cultivation increased. Cultivation has increased by more than 25% since 1970. Why that date? 1970. Can anybody tell me? I'm fine. Anybody tell me why 1970? Very good, Suman. Green Revolution. See, what the Green Revolution has done is, it has increased a preference for rice, increased a preference for wheat. Carbohydrates. We should eat carbohydrates. And this has affected our diet also. Even today, we go for a high carbohydrate diet. High carbohydrate. Earlier, this was not the case. Earlier, we used to eat all this jowar, bajra, ragi, other form of millets, legumes, dal. All that used to be part of our diet. But thanks to this green revolution, increased focus on rice, wheat, as well as on carbs, these three components became a staple part of our diet. Even today, dawe ke saath, I can say, you people would have eaten either rice or roti or puri. Correct? Or at least you should have had a chai or coffee with sugar. No Indian household will actually have a diet which does not comprise of these three. So, Green revolution, yes, it made us food sufficient, but it has also led to what? It has also led to an increase in greenhouse gases, an increase in usage of chemical fertilizers. It has also led to an increase in the cases of diabetes and other cardiovascular diseases. Got the point here? This is what has happened. Clear with this? That is what I have explained over here. Before 1960, we had diverse and regional diets. Green revolution actually led to what? An increased focus on rice, 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 rice. Because it was true. The hunger, people were dying on the roads, etc. That is, I think, 61 to 56 to 61, 61 to 66, 67, 68, 69. These 3 years we had planned holidays because 1 year was famine. Agricultural, there was hardly any agricultural output. So all that led to what? Finally, us to focus exclusively on rice. Got the point here? Rice, wheat, sugarcane. All these are the main component. But NSSO survey has shown that the good news is that there is a rising demand for fruits, vegetables, dairy, pulses, eggs, meat, and other nutritious food. But even after that, what is it? Demand for rice, wheat, sugarcane is on the high. Farmers are ready to grow rice, wheat, and sugarcane more. What is the reason? Because they get minimum support price. Support from the government. Government will definitely buy rice and wheat. Number one. Number two, for sugarcane, it is always fair and remunerative price, FRP. This is most profitable. As a result of this, what is happening? Farmers prefer to grow only these crops. But ideally, if I want to actually make money tomorrow, if I want to get into farming, what will I get into? I will easily get into eggs. Eggs and milk, have you noticed one thing? Poorest of the poorest farmer is growing it. I mean, they will have a cow or they'll have a hen or a poultry. There is no minimum support price for milk and egg. No minimum support price. Correct? Farmers sell their milk to the cooperative societies. Egg also they collect it and go and sell it directly to the market. There is no, and milk and egg again, if you see egg, one small break, press it a little hard, egg will break. There's a very low shelf life. Egg cannot, keep for 1 month, 2 months together. Rice, wheat, sugarcane you can keep. Sugar also you can keep. Correct? Shelf life is longer. Milk, one pinch of salt, why one drop of sweat falls into it, it's gone. So two products which have very low shelf life, which are very, very risky in Indian weather conditions also, they don't have any sort of support from the side of the government. Which farmer have you seen committing suicide because they were selling milk? Which farmer have you seen committing suicide because they were selling egg? None. Why? Market direct link. There is no government in between. Market prices of milk, market prices of eggs are determined on what basis? Supply and demand. As more and more people are becoming protein conscious, egg prices will improve. That is why these days you have organic egg, organic farm egg, fresh farm eggs, etc. Different brands are there. Milk also the same thing. In rice and wheat, what do we have? Got the picture here? Because we are focusing on rice, wheat, sugarcane more, yes, on one side we are having greenhouse gas emissions. But on the other side, what is the issue? Go to the economy topic. National investment policy on urea. Urea is that one fertilizer which is in demand by almost all the farmers, especially rice, wheat, sugarcane. So already government is buying the rice at MSP, rice and wheat. Sugarcane, government has fixed FRP, fair and remunerative price. I'll make a separate video on these so that you will understand it better. For now, you just understand this much. Government buys the rice and wheat from the farmer or from the sugarcane farmer at FRP. This much you know. Okay. Plus electricity. It is free. To run the pump, to water your plants, all that is free. That cost is also on the government. Now when it comes to the fertilizer, which fertilizer it is? It is urea. Urea, what is the main component to manufacture urea? Natural gas. India don't have enough amount of natural gas and all. Where will natural gas come from? Middle East, which is again expensive because that is coming in dollar. So it becomes very, very expensive. Once it becomes very, very expensive, what happens? Again, the cost, government cannot sell it at that price to the farmers. Because these farmers here, these are some of the most influential farmers. They can even decide the outcome of election. So what happens here? Government has to sell the urea at a lesser rate. Market prices here means government will have to sell it below that. So look at the cost involved, okay? This government, this is also on the government, that is also on the government's head. Got the point here? And urea, they are going on using it repeatedly. When you use one single, after all, it is a chemical only. You keep on using it on the same soil. You keep using urea. What will happen? Land will get degraded. That means it will lose all its natural nutrients, etc., which will eventually lead to what? Desertification. Got the point here? Correct, Khushi? Any doubts here? Obviously, it will spoil. It is already spoiled also. They are basically telling, can they grow rice wheat without urea? You can, but why will I grow? When government is giving it to me at a lesser rate, why will I try for any alternative? Because I am telling the government, because see, I am actually that influential farmer group that can decide the outcome of election. Got the point here? Samir Yadav in Chhattisgarh during state elections, two prominent political parties competed for giving higher MSP. Exactly. This is the reason. We will give you higher MSP, because ultimately it is not going from my pocket, state government's pocket, let it go. Got the point here? So, national investment policy, a new policy has been unleashed by the government. What is this new policy? This has been decided by the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. It's a very important committee. So, what is cabinet again? Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha. This is the Council of Ministers. Okay, wait. So this is Lok Sabha for you. In this Lok Sabha again, more than half. Okay. More than half is this is your NDA. That is all the MPs who belong with NDA. But all of them will not become minister. Correct. Only a few will become ministers. The group that become ministers, etc., you call them what? This will consist of Prime Minister plus Council of Ministers. That will be some, let us say 80, 85, some large number will be there. Any important decision I want to take, always I cannot call this entire Council of Ministers, because obviously asking 80, 85 people for their opinion, that is not actually an intelligent way of taking any decision. So I want to actually decide matters quickly. So then what you have is, within the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, there is again a smaller body. That is your cabinet. Prime Minister will be there. Prime Minister will decide who should be the members of it. And within that cabinet, again, different committees are there. One such committee is Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, and that will have chairperson as Prime Minister. There is Ministry of Defense, Amit Shah, that is Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Corporation, Nitin Gadkari, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and Ministry of Rural Development, Nirmala Sitharaman, Minister of Finance and Minister of Corporate Affairs, Minister of External Affairs, Subramania S. Jaishankar, Kumaraswamy, Heavy Industries and Steel, Piyush Goyal, Commerce and Industry, Dharmendra Pradhan, Education, Rajiv Ranjan Singh, Panchayati Raj, Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. So 8, 9, 10. Including the Prime Minister, 11. Got the point here? Once again, explaining is not possible, brother, because time is of the essence. It's already 8:50. Another 40 minutes, I have to wind up the entire topic. Within urea, there are fixed costs, there are variable costs, there are return on equity. What do you mean by fixed cost? Fixed cost generally means the capital cost. So if I want to start a manufacturing plant of urea, correct, manufacturing plant, the land price what I would have paid, machinery what I would have paid, those are all fixed cost. That will not change. That is fixed. Correct. Then there is variable cost. Variable cost generally comes from transportation, raw material. One of the major component in the raw material part is natural gas. That is the thing over here. Oh, one second. Dharmendra Pradhan. Sorry. Name you leave. Look at the ministries. All right. So electricity, water, chemicals, packaging material, transportation, these costs will keep on varying. Getting the point here. Then return on equity. See, nobody is going to ask you who is the education minister in UPSC. All right. Don't lose your brains out now because I wrote Dharmendra Pradhan there. Just be calm, relax. You need to know only which minister is involved. Ministry is involved, not the name of the person. That anybody can change any point of time. As of now, if at all a question comes, what is not available here in this entire portfolio? Defense is there, agriculture, rural development, road transport, everything is there. What is that you're not seeing here? Ministry of Railways is not there. Who is not there? Look into that. Petroleum and natural gas, that is not there. That's it. Return on equity. What is this return on equity? Return on equity simply means government has basically set a limit for the urea manufacturers. So if I am planning to invest in a urea manufacturing plant, I will have my profit, my return, whatever I'm going to get, that will be within a certain range only. What is that range here? Okay. Minimum of 12 percentage, maximum of 16 percentage. So if I am investing in the whole thing, if I'm investing in a urea manufacturing plant, maximum return that I can expect is between 12 to 16, not more than that. Why? Because government is telling me you cannot expect that level of crazy profit from urea manufacture. You should keep your profits limited only, because ultimately you are manufacturing urea and selling it to the farmers. So you cannot expect that level of high level profit. Yes, we will give you a certain return. We will ensure that minimum 12, maximum 16, not beyond that. Will any private player be then interested in selling urea? No. Then who will have to set up all these plans? Government. Again, additional cost on the government. So overall, if you see, if I combine all our articles here, so fertilizer subsidy also, notice this people, fertilizer, total fertilizer subsidy, 1,77,162 crore, 1.77 lakh crore. 25-26 what it was? 2.17 lakh crore. Urea subsidy 25-26, 1.42 lakh crore. These are the breakups, various other breakups. So overall, what are we seeing is, when we had the green revolution, we started focusing on improving our rice and wheat production in 1970s onwards. Why? Because we were facing problems of malnourishment, and that malnourishment was largely due to calorie deficit. So how to take care of the calorie deficit? By increasing rice and wheat in the diet, because both are very good sources of carbohydrate. But increased rice and wheat production has led to what? And government announced minimum support price. Minimum support price for rice plus wheat. Plus other crops also are there. It is not just rice and wheat. There are 22 crops totally that gets, where government is telling that I will buy it from you. Don't worry. I will buy it from you. I will buy it at a minimum price so that you will not face loss. But only these two get the largest benefit out of it compared to any other crop. Why? Because rice and wheat are the main diet of Indians. So people consume this more. Demand for rice and wheat is very high. Automatically government will have to buy more. Buying more from me means what? Government has to pay more. So government announces higher MSP. Why? Demand for rice, wheat is very high. This is the reason. See, direct income support only, Suman, it is given. Income support only. Income support in the sense, so if I buy from the market the urea, if I buy, the difference between the market price and the subsidy, that will get credited to my account. Does it is reintroduced fixed or is it corrupted? That was they not selected you, otherwise you are very good teacher. Devotional waves 11. It is nothing. There is no fixation and all in UPSC. Please understand that. I did not clear the service because I did not practice mains answer writing properly. Answer writing, that is the most important part. Prelims, if your planetary positions are correct, you may clear. But for mains, it is pure hard work and skill. Your ability to recall facts, data, and present an answer which people will, when somebody reads it, they will be able to understand. Simple language addressing the demand of the question. That is the point. All right. Increased MSP, increased demand. In addition to this, what is the added cost on government? Government has to subsidize electricity, increase MSP around election time. Then urea subsidy. What is the cost to the environment? One is methane emission. The other one is stubble burning. Got the point here? Alternative for urea. There is no alternative as such. We can go for other organic fertilizers, etc. But if you tell the farmer that organic fertilizer you shouldn't, you should try to use organic fertilizers, they are not going to listen. Because farmers actually work by the principle of my grandfather used to do it, my great grandfather, parampara we are following, etc. They will never listen. That is why you keep hearing these stories of these IT corporate, tech people, etc. They'll come to agriculture, they'll buy a plot of land, they will look scientifically at it, and then they will start growing the crops based on what will suit the land and what has an export value. They grow crops like that. Getting the picture here? They grow crops like that. That is why they are able to make lakhs together in a month. Whereas a traditional Indian farmer, if you really see, he or she is really dependent on what? On subsidies from the government. And the biggest comedy of all here is that 86% of Indian farmers are actually small plus marginal landowners. That means the land that they own, right, it is not of a very big size. It's all like chota, 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 chota. So it is very difficult for government also to bring in a complete policy, one policy for all, because size of land is very small. The rich farmers that we are talking about, that is only just 14%. Rich farmers. Otherwise, 86% are small and marginal. Clear? Any doubts here? Did we had a shortage of rice and why? After Green Revolution, no. Our FCI go downs are overflowing with rice, wheat, sugar cane. Sugar also we are having excess. We are having excess. In fact, wastage is very high. So that is the reason. The alternative what we are thinking is this waste, instead of wasting it, reduce the crude oil imports. This is the potential target of the government. Got the point? Moving forward. Caste-wise prison data. Supreme Court has basically said that a board of visitors for prisons should be constituted in every district within 4 weeks in accordance with the Model Prison Manual 2020-2016. That means Board of visitors, people who will visit. Discrimination in prisons, following an earlier judgment directing the removal of caste-based discriminatory provisions and practices in prison administration. I've told you this already. Even inside the prisons, if prisons are places meant for reformation, correct, Samir? But instead, what do we find is even in prisons also, jobs are given on the basis of caste. So if you're Brahmin, etc., maybe you will be asked to manage and maintain the library or the accounts. If you are Kshatriya community, etc., or the upper caste again, whatever, you will be made in charge of the kitchen. If you are from the lower caste, SC community especially, you will be given cleaning jobs. This is how division is done inside prisons. And I'm not talking about just one or two prisons. It is the story of almost all the prisons. So that is the reason why court also directed all states and union territories to furnish caste-wise prison data to the NCRB using a uniform methodology. But uniform methodology is easier said than done because the caste names varies from state to state. What could be OBC in one state could be general category in another state. That is the next biggest headache here. It is not easy. Court can give rulings, etc. All right. But the actual ground level practice, if you see, it's crazy. All right. Bank charges, the hidden cost you pay. So the bank charges have actually gone up. What is the bank charges? If you don't maintain a minimum balance in your account, then bank will take a charge for it. Bank will also take a charge for maintaining your card. An annual maintenance charge is also there. Now, let us see why we are discussing this here. Debit card maintenance charge collected by 12 public sector banks. 21-25 it was 3,905 crore. 25-26 it is 7,563.8 crore. A 93.7% increase. Can you believe it? Average annual maintenance charge 61. It has gone up to 115, almost double. Annual charge also has increased by 88.8% increase. Annual charge means if you have not maintained your minimum balance. Higher cost for customers, growing financial burden, eroding trust in banks. They are literally eating away our money. We will not understand it. We will say, some 100 rupees gone, 200 rupees gone, this much gone, this much gone. An entire year you finally take, it's a huge amount. In 5-6 years you take, it becomes a very, very huge amount. Because look at this figure here. Almost 100% increase. That means imagine the money that they are making for maintenance and what maintenance are they maintaining? And what if minimum balance is not there? How is it hurting the bank? If it is hurting the bank, I agree. Okay, we should pay some charge for it. If I don't have minimum balance in my account because I am struggling, why are you penalizing me for it? Got the picture here? But again, nobody is there to ask such questions. Let us move on. Liver alanine aminotransferase. Now, this is basically called the ALT test. But before that, let us understand this liver thing. Again, like I told you, thanks to the increased amount of carbohydrates and sugar, okay. Liver, again, like I told you, when you have increased amount of sugary items, etc. in your diet, you are bound to get affected with liver disease. Alcohol, if you take, then don't worry. You will get liver cirrhosis very, very early. But these days, people get liver-related diseases largely because of sedentary lifestyle, not moving around, unhealthy diet. Unhealthy diet, let me tell you, now people will generally say, oh my God, calories. You should not be worried about calories actually. Calories is not the villain here, as how people will like to think. Anything that you open from a packet and eat, chips, biscuit, chocolate, pastry, pizza, burger, anything, all those are dangerous for your body, especially for your liver. Bottom line is that. Pastries especially are dangerous. I'm not denying it. I'm not joking here. Once in a blue moon you have, it is okay. Repeatedly if you have, you're going to find trouble. You're going to end up in trouble. Got the point here? 2 million deaths globally every year due to liver disease. 1.3 million deaths caused by viral hepatitis in 2022. 254 million people are living with chronic hepatitis B infection in 22. Hepatitis C is a hidden burden, 50 million. Rising threat, MASLD, previously NAFLD. MASLD is metabolic dysfunction associated steatotic liver disease. Earlier it was known as non-alcoholic fatty liver. Reason, obesity, diabetes is high, or increasing burden on liver health. Increasing burden on liver health means you are eating all junk and jamad. That is the reason. Getting the point here. Palm oil is mostly used in pastry. Very good, Avinash. That is the main reason. The chocolate what you are eating, right, that is not chocolate anymore. It is palm oil. Palm oil with color. The 7-Up, Mirinda, Fanta, etc. There is nothing great in it other than that. Imagine if I am going to give you Harpic. Okay. 2 ounces of Harpic. Blue color Harpic. Put water. Maybe half a kilo sugar I add into it. Then add soda into it. And if I give it to you, you will drink. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you it is Harpic, right? Clear? So, that one there. Pizza. When you break especially in this Domino's or Pizza Hut and all, they will show when they break some gooey white cheese is coming out. That is not cheese. That is palm oil. That is palm oil. Mayonnaise from palm oil. So all this, even that bread also, what we say, see, bread, people will say bread is dangerous, bread is dangerous. Not really in the sense. Bread doesn't have much chemicals in it, to be very honest. People say maida is dangerous. No, maida is not dangerous. Trust me, maida is not dangerous. That is just a myth that has been created. Maida is not the villain here. The villain is what you consume with maida. Getting the point? So if you're somebody who thinks peanut butter is healthy, jam is healthy, you're done. This is awaiting you. Who is that? Dark chocolate. Rahul Raj, as far as I know, there are only 3-4 brands in India where proper dark chocolate is sold. 70% cocoa, 80% cocoa, 90% cocoa. In that, palm oil content is very, very less, I will agree. But those chocolates are damn expensive. One small, this much piece will cost you 1,500 rupees because that is the cost actually of cocoa. Cocoa plant, global warming is there, right? Cocoa plants are not there. That many cocoa plants are not there. Production is very, very limited. They are only for certain chocolate companies. They are sending the cocoa these days. Based out of Europe, based out of Dubai, etc. In India, it is just sugar and chemicals. Alanine aminotransferase. It is also known as serum glutamic pyruvic transminase. It's an enzyme found predominantly in liver cell, ALT. So, thing you need to understand from a prelims perspective is that just because you're healthy, how to know whether if your liver is getting damaged means, if it has got damaged means, this ALT enzyme will get released in your bloodstream. And from the blood, if I am able to detect ALT's presence, then it shows your liver is gone or about to get gone. Clear? But there is a catch here. Sometimes, even if your liver is in a, non-alcoholic fatty liver stage, it is, still your ALT level will be normal only. Sometimes due to some health condition, etc., sometimes ALT levels can go up also. So bottom line is this, ALT is not an effective indicator of your liver health. But yeah, if at all ALT is shown in your bloodstream, then it is better to go and get your complete liver function test done. Number 2, most important point is, if you're obese, you have diabetes, you have thyroid, you have high cholesterol, hepatitis, you're taking other medicines, you consume alcohol, you have a family history of liver disease, or you are somebody who constantly keeps sitting in one place, no physical activity, you're bound to get liver issues. Guaranteed it is. The other reason being what? Your diet again. So diet, if you don't have one thing like I told you, obviously your liver is going to go for a toss. The other thing what will happen is you are taking nothing but a lot and lot of chemicals in your body, correct? Because these are nothing but chemicals with sugar. सर आई थिंक आपको ट्राइसेप पर थोड़ा ध्यान देना चाहिए और भी अच्छा दिखेगा बाइसेप्स. ये अच्छा नहीं है. आई वर्कआउट एक्चुअली मोर फॉर माई ट्राइस नॉट फॉर माई बाइस. So these many chemicals when you take, what happens is there is something called as your gut health. That is your large intestine and the bacteria that is present in it. It is better to go and check up. But parota made by maida. Maida is not a villain. I'm telling you now, maida is not a villain. People have made maida a villain. Not that maida is used in everything. Got the point? This chemicals when you take, your gut bacteria goes for a toss. Got the point? Your gut bacteria goes for a toss. Megamonas was consistently found in greater abundance among urban population. Megamonas, that is the name of the bacteria. What is Megamonas? Bacteria again, that is more. Getting the point? High it is. Where urban area, obviously fast food culture, obesity, high blood pressure, elevated glucose level. Then whole day manella, a bacterium associated with high fiber diet and improved glucose tolerance, was more prevalent among rural population. Whole day manella, high fiber diet, where rural population was largely reduced in urban population following dietary transition. Obviously, in rural areas, high fiber diet they do take, because dal you talk about, fruits you talk about, all vegetables you talk about, these are all fiber. Pizza, donut, French fries, these I don't think you will get it in rural area. I mean, these days they have started, but still, among all these, this one here, this French fries, this you shouldn't take even if somebody gives it to you for free. See, glycemic index, see again that value, GI value, glycemic index is high, glycemic index is high. That has scared people even from not taking fruits properly. Got the point here? People are like, mango, when I say mango, you should eat in the morning. Some people, oh, mango, high sugar it is. Oh, no. Existing diabetic conditions you have, then you cannot take most of the carbohydrate rich food. Got the point here? You want to have a cheat diet occasionally. Okay, today I want to have a sandwich between two breads, having one egg. That is not going to harm you. Got the point here? So you need to balance it out. This one here, French fries is something which you should never have. Number one, it is deep fried in oil. Number two, salt. Number three, ketchup. Oil, which oil? Repeatedly used oil it is. Carcinogenic. Easily can cause cancer. Salt and ketchup mix. That will destroy your gut lining inside your body. The salt plus ketchup mix is actually used. You can use it for cleaning metal. That is, let us say you are having some old metal like diya or something, which is fully filled in black color or something, and you want to clean it. Get some ketchup, put some salt on it. Works like magic. More salt, definitely unhealthy. What about biryani? Sahamitra Ghosh, don't get personal. Biryani is good. Biryani is good as long as you have less rice, more chicken, then it is good. I'm not going to reveal my egg, but the days when I work out, I go up to 100 to 110 grams of protein. When I work out, my body weight is 75 kilo. When I work out, I go up to 100 or 110 grams easily. I use eggs largely in my diet. So some doctors were telling me, oh no, you shouldn't have this much level of egg and all. I'm constantly taking my blood reports, everything, kidney function, liver function, etc. I have discovered only 2, 3 things. I am sleeping well. My hair, it's a little more thicker. Skin, little more tighter, stronger. Only these side effects I have seen. Other than that, I've not seen any other side effect. Simple logic it is. From your hair to your toenail, you're made out of protein. So 70% of your body weight is water. That is why we are asked generally to drink at least anywhere between 1 to 2 liters of water. Correct. Your entire body is made out of protein. So your body needs it. Whether you exercise or you don't exercise, you are supposed to take. So I am 75 kilo means I am supposed to take 75 grams of protein in a single day. I want to build muscle and I want to cut down on my fat, belly fat especially. I should go up to 100, 110, 120 grams also. I will have to take. This is the bottom line. Clear? Height is 175. Chicken curry is healthy or unhealthy? Chicken curry prepared at home is healthy. Clear? So these 2 bacteria names that you remember. FR, facial recognition. The facial recognition based verification of Jantar Mantar protest. This was used where? This was used in Jantar Mantar to verify the identities of the people. They have used AI enabled FRS system, that is facial recognition system, and they have also used CCTV. Some cops were even found using that Ray-Ban Meta glasses, where from that side of the glass itself, it will be recording everything. That is what it is. Very correct, Ishika. प्योर वेज वालों के लिए यार यू कैन हैव योर दाल पनीर योगर्ट कर्ड कर्ड खा लो दही दैट इज बेटर what is the time now? Already 9:20. Brilliant. With chat. Okay, these topics I will take up on Wednesday. Okay, so remaining topics I'll take it up on Wednesday. I don't know, some allergic reaction is triggered. So, like I told you, I have decided soya chap is unhealthy. I've decided basically to start taking 2 current affair classes. The reason being that you saw it already. So many topics are there. And I don't want to rush in. That topics, when you take it in detail, connecting all the elements, only then you will understand from an entire mains perspective, from all angles, you need to cover it. Otherwise, simply covering the news that anybody can do. For that, so many channels are already there, which will tell you, okay, aaj subah se sham tak kya hua. You don't need me for that. We need the analysis. Why? Because even in an interview or even in the mains exam, we should be able to give a multi-dimensional viewpoint. That is the point. So from Wednesday, we are going to have our current affair classes. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5th August. From August, 2 CA classes. Wednesday, Saturday, 7 p.m. Don't forget this, people. So this I am going to pull off. All right. Whey protein, you can have it. Get it from a trustworthy company. That's the only thing. Tamil Nadu Kaveri issue. What is there to talk about? Always it is there. It is something as good as some constant ongoing topic it is. So Karnataka, so basically the Kaveri Water Management Authority has basically asked Karnataka to release more waters. They are going to go into a meeting for that. Let us see what will happen. Yeah, all right. Take care, Suman. Exercise. You are a student of class 9, still in class, school only. Please focus on your school days. Motivation. There is no motivation. Please be disciplined. Stay disciplined. I want to build dynamic personality. Why? You are good for yourself, Mohammed. You don't need to be like me and all. Because you try to be like me, you will end up making so many people your enemies. People would want you to take one side, be this side or that side. Tell which side are you, and you stand neutral and you tell no. I'll go by what the fact says or what the judiciary says. You will end up getting hate from both the sides. That is guaranteed. I couldn't understand the PDF. You couldn't understand. I cannot help it. What is your daily routine nowadays? Last week a little lazy, so I don't want to tell that. Next week probably, possibly I'll become a little more active. Then I will share it. Fitness wise, if you're asking me, okay, uh, this is what I'm doing currently. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, legs. Tuesday, Thursday. Tuesday, arms. Thursday, back plus chest. This is my timetable. I found this is the easiest way to reduce your belly fat. The stronger your legs become, your belly fat starts getting burning faster. And I'm not joking. That's it. Saturday I don't do workout because of the timings, current affairs classes, etc. This is what I do. Fat is not cut on the basis of that. Fat is cut basically when you do muscle training. When you train your muscles to failure and you have a protein diet, that is when fat gets burnt. It has nothing to do with sweating and all. Sweating is just nothing but your body perspiring, trying to regulate your body temperature because your body heat is more. So to cool your body starts releasing water. So that is why sweat comes. Shoulder I don't do because shoulder any which way, arms when you do, you are getting your shoulder worked out, delt worked out. Back and chest also it is again. These portions gets worked out. So I don't target it exclusively. And I don't have any intention of wearing one chaddi and going and posing Mr. India or Mr. Karnataka. My point is that, okay, when I wear a shirt or I shouldn't look ugly, body-wise I'm talking about, not face. Apart from that, stay healthy. I am 39 this year, so I cannot take a risk with my health anymore. I'm getting older. How many enemies you have? Enemies and all is a big word, man. No enemies and all. What enemy? That and all is for KGF, Pushpa, all those people. You only have a few people who are unhappy with the way you talk. That's it. What will they do maximum? They'll come and comment under your chat section. Ha 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 ha. That's it. What will they do? What else can they do? I am not that important to have an enemy and all. Trust me. What are your views on ethanol? See, as a foreign policy, if you ask me, each and every time in Middle East when some war happens, crude oil prices increases, which will affect Indian economy. So as a counter to it, you're planning to use ethanol. Well, it is a great idea. But the problem what has happened now is Indian vehicles are not ready for it yet. And even before that, you impose the policy on the people. So far, yes. Statistically speaking, there is no evidence that E20 will affect the working of the vehicle. There is no evidence. Internationally also, there is no evidence. In Brazil also, when they implemented it, there was no evidence for it. Number one. Number two, okay, you are giving ethanol 20%. Then ideally, shouldn't the price of petrol and diesel be brought down?
That the government has not done. So government has not done that, and that is the major irritating factor for the public in India. So you're selling a product which is not pure petrol, but you're charging pure petrol's price. Got the picture here? So that is not done. So I don't know. Maybe the government is, government is basically thinking that अरे हमें कोई रोकेगा नहीं, etc. They don't know. They have taken the Indian voting voters for granted. Maybe 2029. At least I wouldn't be surprised if India Alliance wins, simply because people are tired of this random policies of the government. Without any planning, you implement it. Then you don't give any information about it properly. There is a clear lack of transparency. Not taking the public into confidence, even telling the court, going and telling the court also that this is still experimental. We are still trying to study. We don't have any evidence whether E20 will affect the vehicle or not. Then why the hell did you even implement the policy? When you didn't have a clarity what will be happening in the future, why did you even implement it? I am ready to accept your whole logic of, okay, internationally, we will face issue if crude oil prices increase, so we need to develop something domestic. Agreed with that 100%. But in that sense of the world, okay, you keep a high price for pure petrol, lesser price for ethanol blended petrol. Because when I am ready to let go of my mileage, why are you not ready to let go of, give me some discount on the petrol? So 20% ethanol it is. So reduce the price at least by 20%. Na? 100 rupees is petrol's price now. Why don't you bring it down to 80 at least? Why don't you bring it down? At least that much you do, because common people, you go and tell them, no, this is for Desh ki Suraksha, this is for protecting the dollar, protecting the rupee value, protecting the crude oil import, Middle East ka crisis. They will not understand any of that. UPSC aspirants only won't understand. Then what common man is going to understand? So there you are going to face the music. And it is good only. Let them lose 1 or 2 elections. Otherwise, I am also feeling in Kannada we say, Kobbu jasti aitu ivardu. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏನಾದರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಹಾರ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಲೂಸ್, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್. I'm fine only. FRK Ahmed, I'm fine only. It is just some allergic reaction. Uday Krishna Reddy IPS case in SV PNPA. Nothing new, brother. This is the first case that is getting reported. Ashte. Harassment happens everywhere. I'm not going to give you the details of it, but yeah, harassment happens everywhere. In government services, etc., harassment happens. See, time, newspaper, that is why I'm telling you, newspaper, you need not actually spend your time. 2 current affair classes you are attending in a week. My PDF is coming to you. Read the monthly current affair compilation. That is more than sufficient. Your English is slightly weak. Keep talking about it. I saw a video, someone said he will beat you. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾರ. ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಅನುಶ್ರೀ. How is HM from IHM? What is that? Take care. Take care. Take care. Anishka, read current affairs repeatedly. You have to put in the effort and stop putting this essay wala smiley. What? You keep reading it. See, UPSC is about reading repeatedly again and again and again and again. So you have to keep reading it. One reading and all, you're not going to remember until and unless you are already into yoga and you have achieved the, highest state of nirvana or something, or you're related to Swami Vivekananda. So it is repeated reading, nothing else. Read my PDF, read monthly current affair compilation repeatedly. You can skip the newspaper. That much I will guarantee you. So you can leave the newspaper aside. Take care. Melville. UPSC should do something. See, it will happen, Muhammad Faizan, because physical disability, I agree, because their AI, etc., has started being used. So we will see in couple of years the change, etc., happening. Anshu, please take my name. Okay, I took your name. Railway SSC Karnataka exam. Karnataka, I think KPSC or KS ka notification has come out. You can follow it, but for railways and SSC, current affairs is just 2 or 3 questions. Don't waste your time on current affairs there. Please focus on logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, English comprehension. I'm waiting for political classes. All right, Mohammed. Strategy for prelims mains for first timers. Sumit Sharma. If you can afford it, take a batch from PW. That is what I would suggest you. Please take a batch and follow the timetable given there. Take down the notes, write it down, prepare your notes properly. Attend the class, prepare the notes, read the notes. Implementation of human intelligence band. All right, Sanaria, Niladri. How to approach? There is no approach at all. PDF is there. My class is there. Attend, read the PDF. There is no way to approach. You are not going to propose anybody, right? Pool deglu, ya gutno pe jao. Nahi na. Just study, just read. That's it. There is no correct order. Read in any order you want. Would you ever like to be part of politics? Never. Sneha Prajaba, thank you, sir, and take care of yourself. You will have to keep changing your stance every now and then. Which politician is there who has proper spine? You won't. You will have to do the dirty games, whatever your party asks you to do, whichever party you are in. Only after a certain point you can maintain your individuality, or you should become totally shameless. Correct? Our Prime Minister himself, if you see, give me 6 months, he said first. Then he later said, give me 4 mahine de dijiye, 3 saal de dijiye, 5 saal de dijiye. Mitro, he kept on telling. What has happened? I agree, infrastructure wise, defense wise, etc. Some development has happened. Definitely, yes, internal security wise. There are changes, but whatever he has said that he will do within this many days, that many days, he will bring Abadi down or inflation down. That has not happened. Petrol prices are at 100. When international prices of crude oil are at 70 or 80. You should have another level of, rhino skinned you should be to actually, say one thing and do something else. Are you from Karnataka? No, from the state of Kerala. Whether you will clear it or not, that is left to you. How to avoid sleep? Study time. Why you want to avoid sleep? You will end up in a hospital with heart attack. Sleep at least for 6 to 7 hours. प्रोग्रेसिव की भी सीमा होती है. Why the Are people, some sense you should have na. Petrol prices so high even though crude oil prices are low, because petrol and diesel are the main source of income for the central government and state government. Indian economy is not really in a great shape, to be very, very honest. So for them, that is the main source of revenue. That is the reason why they are actually not ready to reduce it. So states at least can reduce it, right? Symbolically, we will reduce the price. Even if center is not doing anything, we are ready to reduce the price. They should have said that. They are also not ready. Got the point here. So easily they should have reduced it. At least for E20's sake, at least they should have said, fine, we are cutting down the prices now. I think they will do it, but not now. Only when the election or something is around the corner, they will reduce it. And when 2029 or something comes closer to the major election, they will reduce it again. Chartered accountant, sit and study, nothing else. There is nothing to do. Exam to clear exam, what is it basically? Wake up, freshen up, study, eat, study, sleep, eat, study, 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 sleep, repeat. That's it. Nothing else is there. No rest time, no break time, nothing. Just wake up, sleep, etc. Maybe only break time is for what? Exercising, going out, taking a walk. That's it. Thank you, Debolina. Ashwin Gowda. Yeah, sir. Tell me, sir. Run every day, once in a week. To become selfish, start working out, man. You will become selfish by itself. Working out is seriously when you take it up right. You will be only thinking about, okay, this many proteins I ate, okay, this many eggs ho gaya, this many fruits ho gaya, okay, this much water, okay, now this protein, now creatine. That is the start. You'll only think about your workout there. You won't think about anything else. That is the start of it. Eventually, you will bring it into other aspects of your life. Warning notification. Then put the words only, main words. Nitin. Notes are too much for a month, I know. But whatever topics I am taking, it is not from my imagination. These are all there in the current affairs. If not for your prelims, at least in your mains, they will come. You kept Maharashtra sub-inspector as your backup plan. It's a good backup plan. Many students of mine, they are actually working as constables. One guy is there, even from Maharashtra. A couple of them are there, even from Karnataka. So it is a good thing only. Governance. Okay. What about governance? Next word you put. Lots of love from Kashmir. Thank you. Governance, when will start for Titan batch? For most of you people, governance was covered actually along with polity itself. To be very honest, maybe one or two topics here might be remaining. Like governance, I wouldn't have taught. But various aspects of governance we have already discussed in class. Are you learning a lot? Sir, are you sick or unwell? Nah, it is just allergy. Great watching. Nitin Shanka. Thank you, Nitin. What is this advice? No advice. At least 3-4 hours try to put in every day. State PCS, when is the notification? When is the exam coming? If that exam is very near, then start with state. State preparation first. Delhi police, again, good only. You are in Delhi. Delhi police constable, Delhi police inspector, please take it up. But work is very, very high. Okay, trust me. There are police. There is police force in India, and then there is Delhi police. Delhi police is not as much as you may feel it is powerful because you are in the capital city, etc. Work is not at all doable. Like be ready for 12-14 hours of work minimum. Minimum. Sometimes if you are very, very lucky, it can go up to 18, 19, 20 hours also. All right. So be ready for that. Other states, at least state services, somewhere some relaxation you will get. Delhi, that is not the case. VVIPs coming in, going out, Jantar Mantar protest happening. One or the other. Then on top of it, missing case, murder case, rape case, all that will be there. One day won't be there where you will not have one or the other entertainment. Not a single day. You will be engaged totally. CAPF is also good as a plan B. It's a good college help in UPSC. Good college, I don't know whether it will help in UPSC or not, but it will help you in life. You will get connected with the proper crowd. You will have better aspirations and better dreams. It is not just, life is not just about UPSC. You will learn how to interact in the proper crowd, how to talk, how to look at a person into their eye and speak. People skills you need to develop. Our country is always into pado, 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 pado. Always they keep telling that. How do you interact with people? How do you talk to people? How do you stand and address a crowd of 100 people? Those skills you can only develop it in a college. You don't develop it anywhere else. Thinking about upgrading my course, I don't have Khazana. Any suggestions, sir? If you feel strongly about it, Ashwin, go ahead, upgrade it. Any which way, it is not a bomb, I believe. Select 360, it's right. Select 360 if you take, you get Khazana. So go for select 360. Are you a Malayali? Ade magane Malayaliyana. Help for CLAT. Veena Chowdhury. What will I say? CLAT again. Get the 4-5 years question paper. Go through all the topics. Start revising it. I think one section you have on law. Then as usual, English comprehension and all that. So do it. Question paper based. This Gautam guy, why man so persistent? You have decided to hate me and my class now. Then why are you coming and asking me questions? You go ask it to somebody else. You have already called me one Andu Bhakt. Sangi. Sangi you called me. So you go ask somebody na. Why you want me? I am bad. You have said it over there. Why do you want my opinion here now? You take it from somebody else. I have no interest in clearing your doubt. When you have already decided to judge me without even thinking from my angle or why I said something, what is the context of it? Why the hell now should I give an explanation to all your questions? You please go and get a faculty of your suiting, of your liking, that the faculty should only say points like this. Then only I will agree with it. Go find one. You will find also. Please go ahead. Dev mein. Are, is this? Thank you. Somebody actually said my biceps is looking cool. I need to thank that person. Very rarely you get credit. Sarfaraz Sheikh. Aha. There is nothing more better than when, another guy praises your muscles. Very rarely it happens. Thank you so much for making my day. എങ്ങനെ സന്തോഷവാനാകാം? Be happy now. Don't actually try to connect your happiness with something that you may achieve or not achieve. Happiness is a choice, not a destination. Be happy wherever you are. Because today morning, trust me, many people didn't wake up. Many people didn't wake up today morning. Today was their, or yesterday night was their last date. They did not wake up today. You are awake today. You are typing in English or whichever language. You are able to access internet. Less than 10% of the people in this world have access to that internet, where you can understand English, understand what is happening. So you are blessed. I've applied for 3 years, CAPF thrice, but still not getting the approach. How should I correct myself? Naman, find out where you are going wrong. Is it in the prelims, mains, or in the interview? Where you are going wrong? How do you stay consistent? I am staying consistent because I have a timetable set by PW. That is the reason. If I have work, I am consistent. If there is no work, I'll be lying I'll be glued to my sofa, not doing anything. So when work is there, I'm on full on active mode. Work is not there, I go into inactive mode. Hamesha it is not necessary, right? Ha, Bharat Mata ki jai. No, night. When a situation is there, you rise up. When it is not there, chill. There is no shortcut to memorizing any topic. It is only repeated reading. Repeatedly, you keep reading, you will get to know. And when you see some similar topics are there, try to club them. Like what I have done today when I tried my maximum level best to club the similar topics. So, greenhouse gas emissions of paddy is a different topic. Urea policy is a different topic, but I connected them. Jantar Mantar protest paper leak, that is a different topic. Supreme Court is a different topic. Education and suicide, that is a different topic. But three can be connected actually. Because that education and suicide clearly tells why Indians are so crazy about a government job or getting into a government college seat. That is the reason. I was not interested in that. That is the basic reason. I joined. I'm not saying I didn't join. I did not like the job. That's it. Because I was not neither using my brains nor I was using my body. Won't believe it or not, within 2-3 months of joining it, 6 months of joining it, I slowly started developing this thing, a pregnant tummy. Nice muffin shaped tummy I was developing. So then I thought, this is not nice. Other reasons were also there, but yeah. Sir, suno na. Keh do na. Sir, aspirant, Saida, Lots of love from Shillong. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that. FDA juniors filed a case against him. See, I will tell you one thing. It is nice to see people are now all are celebrating it, Okay. The Tukaram effect. People are calling it that also. It is nice to get celebrated and all online. You are working in a government job. You came to the office at 9 a.m. You left at 12 a.m. That means you were working for more than 15 hours. Okay, 1 hour lunch break. 15 minutes into 2. Free break. So 1.5 hour I take out of it. Even then it is 13.5 hours. One day if this happens, you are ready to adjust. Chalo, theek hai. But if this becomes the new norm, 1 week, one day you did it, later you are seeing that it became 5 days, then it became 6 days. Because state service, as far as I remember, you have to work for 6 days. 6 days also if this becomes your schedule. One Sunday only you get. You are married, your wife is questioning you, your husband is questioning you, what sort of job is this? Because you're working in the laboratory, FDA lab. And FDA labs in our country, FDA labs are one of the most understaffed. What will you do now? You will go mad or not? Think from every angle. Just because there is a celebrated IAS officer who is known for his no nonsensical approach to work, who has been transferred many a times, celebrated by social media, etc., fine. But think that you are the government servant who has to work 13.5 hours, 6 days in a week. One Sunday you are sleeping throughout the day. Monday morning come again, you have to go through this grueling schedule because there is no staff in your lab. How will you treat it? Got the point here? It is very easy to say, this, that, etc. Work one day like this, you will get to know the pinch of it. Got the point here? One day, even in private sector also, if you work 1 or 2 days like this, third day it will become an HR issue. 13.5 hours into 5 days, if I put, how much is that? That is 67.5 hours. Much higher than the total number of hours that is actually meant for a person in a week. Getting the point here? This is actually cruelty. Cruelty this is. This is not efficiency. You want people to work more, at least then put the order on contract basis, hire people first. Contract basis, hire the people, then ask them. Then put this 12-hour work shift in 2 shift and all you want to do it, do it. Without hiring the people, without even giving proper equipments to the staff, then you are telling them, no, I want 12-hour shift from everyone. That is plain harassment. Harassment it is. One hour is good. 1 hour is fine. 45 minutes is fine. Yeah, Gaudam, I hope you find some peace in your life. You you do whatever you want, man. Go ahead. You criticize, you don't criticize. Yes, aspirants either. Other than saying sir, say something else. Abhishek, love from Tamil Nadu. Vanakkam Talaiva. ನಿನ್ನು ಅತ್ರಿಗೆ focus ചെയ്യാത്തത്. Many people don't know. See, not only Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Karnataka, Telangana, in these 5 states, less than 5% only appear in SSC CGL. Very less. Most of them don't even know about this exam only, SSC CGL. Now at least there is some information. Earlier that much also was not there. Yes, I do speak Tamil. How do you get motivation? No motivation, brother. There is no motivation now. It is just basically do the things that you love to do. That's it. Love to exercise, do it. Love to teach, do it. Love to spend time with my family, do it. End of the story. Din khatam. Love to eat mutton biryani, do it. To eat mutton biryani and not to get anything adverse, go and work out. Do it. Simple. Don't try to ruin your life. Take care, Praditi. Okay. CA for CLAT. I am not aware of CLAT's questions, even though my brother has wrote it and cleared it. I am not really aware of it. He wrote it again when maybe it's around 10 years now. So I'm not really aware of it. Failed relationship. Failed relationship, if you have gone into, congratulations, you have become a man now. It is said that before your 25th birthday, you should lose either on love, you should have lost an opportunity, anyone. Okay, you lost a major opportunity, employment wise, or you should have lost in love. So you have lost in love before 25 means you have become a man now. Congratulations. Vijay become PM in 2034. Yenga G. TVK vandoru regional party. TVK விஜய் சிஎம் கேண்டிடேட் இல்லாம வேற யாராச்சும் ஒருத்தர் அதுல சிஎம் கேண்டிடேட்டா இருந்தா தேர்தலை வின் பண்ணிருக்குமா? You really think Vijay, if it wasn't for Vijay and you put some other candidate there as the chief minister's candidate, would they have won? In the TVK party would have won? No, right? TVK is entirely riding on that one man's aura. Nothing else. Nothing else other than that. He doesn't want money. That everybody knows. அவருக்கு காசே தேவையில்லை. So we know he will not be corrupt. That is why he is able to take action against his ministers. He doesn't want to take that money, go and protect his son or his daughter, because both of them don't require that money. He has made enough. Correct? Then why? So that in that same stature or position, which other candidate can you find? Maybe in Kerala, or maybe in Tamil, Telangana, Andhra, Karnataka. From where? Impossible. Impossible. And see, in Tamil Nadu, he has an aura. Yes, even in Kerala, he has an aura. But do you think as you keep moving northwards, people will go and vote for him for his aura? Absolutely not. Dole Shole. Arey yaar. See, preparing for your this thing, prelims and mains, stick to the classes, take down the notes, keep revising them. That's it. Notes banao, read it every day. Polity class, when will it start? I have no idea about the schedule and all. Please ask it to PW. It is not me who decides it. Pavan Kalyana. Come on, people. How many how many hits does Pavan Kalyan have? Did you see that movie Jananayagan? I mean, have you watched it? I watched it first day, first show in the morning. Thursday. I went there only for two reasons. Number one, I knew this was his last movie. I wanted to see that whole title card coming up. Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. I saw that. Then that Kacheri song was there. I wanted to see that because that was his official last dance. Then even even though I know many of you are going to probably abuse me later for this, I slept because I knew where the movie was going. I knew it. When I will occasionally when the music becomes too loud, I used to open up and say, okay, now it is going here. Oh, Bobby Deol is getting beaten up. Oh, Bobby Deol died. Movie over. That's it. I slept through the movie. All right. But that movie is still a hit because that is Vijay for you. That is Vijay's fan following for you. His face is enough. Movie is a hit. People don't care about the story or anything. All he has to do is come and do this, come and do this, come and do this. People are like, oh, enough. Ho gaya, paisa vasool ho gaya. So understand that no other actor in India has. No other actor in India. Any other actor acts in a tutty movie, it's a tutty movie means it will flop. Vijay is somebody, he acts in the most pathetic movie also, it will become a hit. No other actor has it. Can we do revenge? Why you want to do revenge and all? You want to end up in jail or what? Sit and focus on your life, man. Self-study for 2028. See, if you can afford it, again, like I told you, around Independence time, probably some offers will come. Please consider joining PW. Self-study and all, it is not so easy. You are both faculty and student. Student can be lazy, not the faculty. Rajinikanth, no. Rajinikanth doesn't have that level fan following now like before. He's old. Come on, he's very old. FCRA, I already took it. Rocky Bhai, we will see that. Toxic is coming, right? We will see. Trailer already took FCRA. One nation, one election. Please explain with article. Already taken multiple times. Mobocracy means simply mob deciding everything. What is a mob? A highly emotionally charged crowd that is not ready to listen to logic or reason. So them when they are there, they will be like, you will have to do everything what the mob decides. That is mobocracy. Like I told you, if groups and groups of people sitting here and there, if they start deciding, okay, this minister should resign, that government should go, no, this should go, no, we will all march into the parliament, country will collapse. Nah. Correct. Leo should have been the farewell movie. Correct. Why you didn't clear UPSC exam? Like I told you many times, mains answer writing. Kept on studying, never practiced writing. I was a little lazy also, that I will agree. Lazy to write. Because I was like, if I waste time in writing, I can study more. That is what I was thinking. But writing is important because otherwise what happens is you get stuck. You will be like, now what will I write next? What sentence should I write next? That should never happen in UPSC means, because 250 marks, 3 hours. Once you start, you should keep on writing. You shouldn't stop anywhere, pause anywhere, because a pause you make, the seconds lost will affect your final total. Balance emotions and responsibility. Tell in Kannada. ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಮೋಷನ್ಸು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ? ಶೋ, what has happened? You're married and you're having some 4 5 kids to take care of. What is that big responsibility, doddu responsibility you're having? Bangalore mein Bangalore. FCRA and Sonam Wangchuk. See, FCRA and Sonam Wangchuk has connections or not, we don't know. But I have already told you, 22nd June, FCRA amendments were made. 28th June, Sonam Wangchuk joined the CJP protest and started his hunger strike or something. Later now he has taken it out all, and now as you can clearly see, Sonam Wangchuk gave a few statements in support of the government. So my question to Gautam, if you are still there, is Sonam Wangchuk also an Andhbhakt, or is he a Sanghi because he praised Vande Bharat and that Sutlej bridge? He is now going on giving statements supporting the government. I will just take this last. All right, people, let's call it a day. Already 10 o'clock. Take care. Don't forget, we will be 3 hours alive. Yeah, exactly. We will see you on Wednesday.